Hi, Linda Sessions here, and welcome to Linda's Take. And today we're going to take a look at 3 Truths and 1 Lie, Part C. Now, in the previous videos, I went over how to do Part A, which is making a basic presentation. And then in Part B, we added pictures and made it a little more appealing. Now, in Part C, we are going to add animations and look at how we can get our information on our slides to move around. So let's open up our PowerPoint, and I already have it here. This is Part B. I need to resave this and call it Part C. So I'm going to go to File, Save a Copy. I'm going to put it back on my desktop again, and this time I'm going to call it Part C. Save. And now I'm going to add animations. So according to our instructions, the first thing we need to do is go to slide 2, and we are going to add an entrance animation to the bulleted list. So I'm going to select slide 2 and make it my active slide. So over here, this is my bulleted list, and I want to add the fly-in animation. Now the transitions that we see up here on our tab, this is how our slides move from one slide to the next in our presentation. Animation affects the objects on our slide. So in this case, we have our text right here that we want to add fly-in animation. So here under our animations, right here we have fly-in. Once we've selected an animation, if we scroll over to the right, we have effect options. Now the options are going to change depending upon the animation that you're using. So some aren't going to have any, some are going to have a lot. We want to select from bottom left. Now I tell you exactly in the instructions a lot of exactly what I want you to do, so make sure you pay attention to the details. I'm going to choose bottom left, and I want to change the start. So right over here, we have our timing. And if I click on this arrow, we can see we have 3 choices: on click, with previous, after previous. If we do it on click, that means we have to click on the slide when we're presenting, and when we click, then the animation is going to take place. So it can be a little chunky, if you will, if you have them set on click. Now, with previous means that as soon as the slide comes on, the animation is going to take effect with that animation. If you choose after previous, it's like the slide's going to show, then the animation is going to happen. Then if you have another animation, then that animation would happen if you checked after previous. So with previous, everything happens together. After previous, it happens in a sequence of events. Now we want to choose after previous, and then the duration is usually really quick for me, at least. I always like to make it a little longer, so I'm going to set the duration to 1.5, and that is all I'm going to do on the slide. But let's take a look at some of the other things we see here. Delay. That means if we have our slide show in our presentation and we don't want that animation to take effect for maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds or something, we can set the delay. You always want to preview your presentation so you know you have your timing set correctly with your presentations, but that's what that delay is. Right over here we have our animation pane. And this just shows us what our animation is. So we've got this do you think, and then, this, we have our arrows. We can see exactly when our animation is going to take effect. We can come clear over here on the left in preview. And this is what our animation is going to look like. So we're talking about, I love to eat chocolate. Do you think this is the lie? So this is our bulleted list flying in on our animation pane. We're going to go to slide 3 now. I'm going to close these panes over here. On slide 3, I want to add an animation to the title in the picture. So on the title, I'm going to select it first, and I'm going to go to animation, and for this one, I want to select wave. So I'm going to come over here, I have to click on this arrow button, and I need to find the wave animation. And on that, I want to set to start after previous, change the duration to 1, and now I'm going to add some animation to the picture. So I'm going to select the picture, and for this one I want the wipe animation. I'm going to come over here, I have some options I can choose from, and for these options I'm going to choose from right. I'm going to change it to start after previous, and I'm going to change the duration to 1.5. So if I come over here now and hit preview, here's what my presentation is going to look like. On slide 4, I want to animate the text on the right side with zoom. So I've got this text over here. I want to animate. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change it to zoom. Let's see, where is that at? Change the effect options to slide center. I'm going to change the start to after previous. And the duration, I want this to even be longer. I want it to be 2.25. So let's see what our preview is. This kind of looks like it's flying in there. On slide 5, I want to animate, let's see, the 3 areas. So I can choose that they appear in this order. I'm going to want the title. I want it to come first. So I'm actually just going to put these animations in the order I want them in. So I want entrance animation, I want it to be shape. On my effect options, you can see I have some different ones to choose from. I want the circle. I want to start after previous. I want the duration to be 2. And now I want my text box. So I'm going to select my text box. I want to select fly in animation. I want it to come in from the right. I want it to start after previous. And now I'm going to come to my picture. I'm not going to change the duration on that one. I want my picture. I want it to be zoom again. I want the option to be slide or object center. And I want it to be with previous. So I want this to come in with my text box. And I want my duration to be 1.75. So let's see what this one's going to look like. So you can see I have my slide come in, then there's my text box, and there's my car. Slide 6, I don't want to add any animation. And on slide 7, I want you to add an animation of your choice to the text and the picture. So here on the text box, I'm just going to put float in for mine. I'm going to put it up as one object after previous, make it a little slower. And then on my picture, I want it to swivel with previous. And I'm going to try to take 2.5 and see what that looks like. So I can hit preview. So there, I have them all coming in at the same time. So let's preview our presentation. So I'm going to go to slideshow from beginning. I've got my 3 truths and 1 lie. So is this the truth or the lie? I love to eat chocolate. Do you think this is true? Or do you believe I've received 5 speeding tickets in my life? I don't know. What do you think? Or do I have 3 dogs and 4 cats? Or could it be that my first car was a '67 baby blue Mustang? So which one do you think is the truth? Or which one's the lie? So I've always had cats in my house. These are my 3 cats. They like to lounge in my window while I'm working. But I also have another cat and 4 dogs. So that wasn't my lie. What was my lie? I've only had 3 speeding tickets in my life. So slide 3 was my lie. Which one will yours be? So here in our 3 truths and 1 lie, part A, part B, and part C, you've done them each separately. So make sure you turn in 3 separate assignments in this assignment boxes. And I hope you've had some fun messing and learning how to use PowerPoint to enter just a little bit of text, add some pictures, add some transitions, add some animations. And I look forward to seeing what you've made with your 3 truths and 1 lie presentation. So I hope you're having some sunshine in your life today. And hey, if you like what you see as you're looking through these videos, please subscribe to my channel and hit like, and you'll find out when I post new videos. I post videos every couple of weeks or so, try to. So anyway, check me out and on YouTube. Reach out if you have any questions. You can always put something in the comment section or send me an email. And have a great day. Bye.